Well, in the letter we have Kate Luard's writing home about what she needs and what the soldiers need.
What Kate's actually asking for are mainly tobacco products like cigarettes and pipes and such. She has also asked for drafts so that as she says, Tommies, so that they can actually play a few games. I think she also asked for cards as well. So yeah, so they could just keep their mind off other things.
In the second part of Kate's letter, she asks for some things for herself, like biscuits, chocolates, tins of things as well, so that they're packaged well and don't get broken.
She was actually writing from an ambulance train which transported all the wounded soldiers to the coast, where they would be shipped off back to England. And I think that the men would actually be very pleased about the gifts because they'd have nothing to do. They wouldn't bring any personal possessions with them apart from virtually the clothes on their back, really. So, yeah.
And they were stuck out there for quite a while, so they wouldn't have had a lot of entertainment as well because they were at war.
We had a look at a letter from a boy's uncle who had died in the war. The uncle wanted to know about the boy, his final moments, words, where he was buried and how he died. We got the letter that was sent to her by a father of someone who was fighting in the war, who had passed away, asking about his final words, moments, how he was killed.
The boy in the letter was called George. He was in the 2nd Gordon Highlanders and he was 18 years old. He was a lieutenant, which means he was targeted by the enemy. Being a lieutenant meant that he ordered men around who were much older than him, and in that group he would have been targeted because he was wearing different uniforms, and like if you're on the other side you want to take out all the opposition's generals and officers. Also, he only had a revolver, so the death ratio would have been a lot higher. I think she must have felt really like down and sad because after a day of nursing wounded soldiers and really tired and damp conditions, you wouldn't really be wanting to sit up late into the night writing like very depressing letters back.
Being 13 now, in 5 years I really can't see myself ordering around a group of older men fighting in a war.
Well, Kate was on an ambulance train caring for the crippled and people who were badly injured during the war, who were about to go onto the hospital boat. So the tone was quite depressing considering that's what she was doing for months, just taking care of all the injured.
Two bits that stand out to me, such as the limping haggard Rex and that she brought down 450 wounded from Le Mans, which means to me that she did work hard for her job and she understood what was wrong with them.
Well, so far that it tells us she's got a really positive attitude towards the war so far, considering that she's quite happily doing the right thing for other people that she doesn't even know. So it shows that she's quite happy, positive, caring person. She's quite hard working because obviously she has to, like I said, care for people that she doesn't even know in really tough situations that I can't imagine wanting to do myself.
I'd be very proud of Kate, but I'd also be quite worried because of the conditions that she's in. But I'd want to give her things that she'd have at home so that she can provide even the wounded with them. So like the homemade cakes and biscuits and things like that.
We were looking at a newspaper article about nurses, the bravery of nurses and them getting awards for it. And we were also looking at a note that Kate sent to her family.
We looked at a scribble note and it said about the nurses being on the line of fire when they were collecting all the wounded men.
I think Kate's job does sound like it would be dangerous because she was, quite a lot of the time, she was on the front line and it would have been dangerous near the firing zones.
Kate was given the Royal Red Cross and Bar, which means that she got it twice. She got it for being brave and carrying on with her service, even in danger.
She does enjoy what she does because she saves people's lives, but then it doesn't really sound like something that you would choose to do because it's enjoyable. She just probably likes the feeling of helping people